What's up here, fellas? Beer League Beauties podcast here, sponsored by Green Gladiator Energy. Best drink in the game, baby. We got Jeremy Rancourt here, Plymouth State stud, diesel, A1 grass-fed fucking beauty. 58 games, 32 assists here for the kid. He's here with us today. So, Randy, how's it going, brother?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on, dude.
Yeah, man, anytime. So we're going to start off with asking you about your first goal, your first game. How did that feel for you?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously the COVID year, so we didn't really have much to work with. We had 8 games, and then moving into my sophomore year, we had Plattsburgh away, first game. So came middle of the second period. It was cool. Came off the bench. Kind of a weird game. Like wasn't getting a lot of shifts at the beginning, and penalty trouble and whatnot. But came off the bench, got one off the boards, and went post in. It was pretty unreal. First college goal, get it out of the way, and fortunately enough, like we ended up coming back that game. We were down 2-0 and kind of sparked us a little bit. So it led to where we went that season.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Nice, dude. That's unreal. Were there any nerves for you going into that game?
Yeah. I mean, first time college, first real college game with fans in the crowd and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So you got guys screaming over the boards at our goalie. The townies that are there, because Plattsburgh, there's not like a whole lot in that area.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
they're pretty passionate about that. But yeah, no, it was definitely a sweet experience, for your first college game being away, and obviously playing in that away environment is always interesting too.
Yeah. Nice, dude. The rowdiest crowd, what was it in your college experience?
This year for sure, the tournament game we had at home against UNE. Last year we played there for the first tournament game, the first round of the tournament game, and man, that place was jumping, and we had something better this year at ours, which warm ups was packed. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I was at that UNE game the first year that you guys made the tournament, and they after they score, they got the light show and they do the little
Dude.
dance, and they're all rowdy.
Kids running around shirtless. Yeah, it was nuts.
My god.
I mean, that was that game, like double overtime, tough way to lose, and like you only think about that game, going into the summer and then trying to get back to that same point. This year that team, they lost early in the playoffs, so they weren't even a team that won their conference to go to the tournament. They got a bid. So, us knowing that we had them, it was like, man, we really wanted that game, and they ended up taking it away from us again this year, and they went on to the Final Four again. So, we're there. We haven't got over that hump yet. So it's just kind of like, what's missing. But all in all, it's like those atmospheres are great to play in. Like the crowd environment, changes the entire dynamic of every game. They're into it. So.
Yeah. So for you, you got the setup right there. You got that sick rink, built a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah. It's like 10 years old, I think. Yeah.
Nice locker room, nice setup, right?
Yeah. No, our locker room's sweet. We're in there every day. We got a state of the art gym right across the street too. They just finished that up. That's been a project that they've been working on since I toured there. It wasn't even like built yet. So to have it finalized and finished, and us to be able to go in there every day, it's a blessing, honestly.
Yep. That's awesome, man. And so you got that, you got crazy fans. I've been to a game there. So can you tell us about a goal, maybe whatever you have, one of the rowdiest goals you've had at that arena?
Yeah, probably honestly my game against Salem my sophomore year, my first college hat trick.
Fucking right.
All three kind of were just, my teammates found me in the right spots, and but like just the environment after too, like going through, like our students are really passionate about like our sports. Like every team's pretty like together. So like basketball team's always there. Regular students, and and after the games, like they come over to our house and we'll hang out with a bunch of people or wherever we go, and teachers are all supportive as well. So just having like a community like that feeling it's pretty awesome when everything is just together.
Yeah. Sick, dude.
Yeah.
And how was that goal against like, do you have a nice goal against, can you tell us a goal that you had?
Hmm.
One of the three goals against that Salem game.
Yeah. Probably honestly the first one was pretty big. We ended up blowing that team out of the water that night. It was like 12-1 or something like that. I had three, and then our all-time leading scorer that I've played with, kid had four. It was nuts. He had
That's
7 points that game.
sick.
But yeah, no, for me, probably the first one, just coming out down the slot. Plym found me, just put it past the goalie. Second one, kid dumped it low behind the net, kind of picked it up, went around, hit it, came out of nowhere. The kid like cross checked me, lost my stick, so I just like took my glove off, waved at the kid. And the third one, Leo found me. Just I didn't even know it went in, but everyone went nuts, and it was my. I've never had a hat trick in like since midgets or if that.
Yeah,
So it was kind of neat, to have that experience, especially at college. But
yeah, that's sick,
um,
man.
yeah, no, I think any of those goals though, they don't really top everything that we've done, like winning in MassCAC and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, that's what's really important
Yeah,
to all of us. So
championships, baby. You definitely
yeah,
got a couple of those in your lifetime.
yeah, fortunately.
Um, how did it feel after you guys won your first MassCAC for you?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, every year since I've been there, they've won 10 of the last 11. So it's a winning culture for sure. You step into it. The older guys, everybody on the team comes in. They do like a ring party. They put like the rings out on the table. All the first years come in, and it kind of gives you like that motivation to wanna win a championship and be a part of that and say, man, I have one of these as well.
Bling, baby, the
Yeah,
bling.
fortunately, I have one on the way right now because we went back to back. But um, you know, it starts from the top. Our older guys, now it's our turn to be those older guys. So it's it's
Hmm.
it's nice that we can kind of pave the way for everybody else coming in. And honestly, like winning it gets you to where you want to be. We want to get further. So a national championship would be unreal if we can get to that point. Like that's what we're striving for. So,
That would be
um,
nuts.
but like yeah, first year was crazy. This year was also awesome. Because it was actually the first time in our conference anybody's ever gone 18-0.
Yeah.
So that itself, team made a lot of records this year. We had the highest ranking the team's ever been, which was eighth in the country. A 20 or 19 game winning streak. We didn't lose after Thanksgiving against the number one team in the country, Utica. Um, so there's a lot of good positives to take away from that,
Yeah.
and a lot of highs to ride. But yeah.
That's pretty sick, like being a part of that culture right there. Like,
Hmm.
not that you're building it, but like that culture that just keeps like continues to just go, and that's unreal, man.
Yeah, I mean it's been built. I mean, show up to school. We kind of got a lot of activities that we do. Just the guys, no coaches or anything like that. It's just us, and
Just the
we run
boys.
th- we run through a few things, and it's really just to make sure everybody understands like what we're trying to do,
Hmm.
and like be able to look to the guy to the left and right of you and just know like you've been through everything, and guys before you have gone through everything, and um, just to earn everybody's trust. It goes a long way, and obviously I feel like our team culture like speaks for itself. You could spend 10 minutes around any of us, and you'd understand the team that we have and the guys that
Yeah.
we have around us. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You you inviting me up there at Plym, dude. Nice first
Yeah.
impression with the boys and stuff. You guys were very nice and just fucking pounding some beers, baby. You
Yeah, we like
know
to
it.
have fun out there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's you know, work hard, you know, cherish the wins and
Yep.
ride the highs, like I said, all
Yeah,
in
baby.
whichever way you want to do
Yeah.
it.
So you're an assistant captain there. What are you thinking next year? Like, what's your role going to be there?
Fairly similar to what it was this year, and even my sophomore year. Um, kind of stick to what I've always done. Not really going to change anything. Just the letters there, but that our team voted upon that. So I mean, I don't really feel like there's not anything that needs to be done
Yeah.
differently. But yeah, no, it's different. We're the guys this year. Like our class is the ones kind of leading the force.
Mhm.
Game in and game out, and just the culture around the team. So hopefully we can make it enjoyable for the first years coming in, and they'll
Yeah.
understand like the kind of culture and that we're moving forward with, and we want them to carry that on after we leave too.
Mhm.
So
Guys, Jeremy Rancourt, absolute stud. Guy just knows how to win. Forgot to tell you, 3 state championships at Lewiston.
Yeah, two of them for me. Yeah,
Two of 'em.
two
Two of
of
'em.
them. Yeah, yeah,
Nice. And you played with Colette
yeah, yeah. The beauty.
Diesel. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beauty for sure. No, I definitely miss playing with that kid. Um, yeah, that kid can see the ice for sure.
Nice. Yeah. He's a beauty. You can see the beers too.
Oh, yeah.
You played with Zach Dez.
Yeah,
I don't know his last name. I always fuck it up.
Demaray.
Demaray.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. We played 2 years together at Twin City. He was sat next to me both years, and the kid's one of my best friends of all time.
Mhm.
You know, he's a bad boy for life. He'll tell you.
Yep.
We got plenty of stories about that, but yeah, no, juniors was unreal too. But definitely glad that we ended up making it all the way to out of
Yeah.
there. And you know, with the COVID situation, it was tough getting into the colleges. So I'm glad I got mine early, and you know, fortunately enough, a few other kids did too.
Yep.
Kids like Andrew Kurpov, he went to Endicott. He had a really great year this year too. Demer,
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys, you know,
Demer.
he's a stud there.
Demer is a
for you,
stud.
huh?
I was with him way too much. Me and that guy.
Yeah.
Just the funniest guy. It's kind of funny how me and him became friends. Like the first couple months, I didn't really know who he was. Like, you know, he was in the locker room, never really
Mhm.
talked to him. And then rookie party came along, and just the beers brought us together. And
Yeah.
instant boys after that. And I was hanging out with him every day, so I got to experience him a
Absolutely.
little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he came up to Plymouth one time.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
He's in bed early, but he says he's got a revenge tour coming, so
Yep.
that's all that matters.
Revenge tour.
I
Let's
love
go.
it. No, I won't expose him too much, but he had fun he had a short little stint early, and he came out later, but definitely took a little nap. For
Dude,
sure.
he is fun.
He is
Let
fun.
me
He
tell
is
you,
fun.
he knows
Yeah.
how to fucking get after it. Awesome kid.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks a lot, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Let's see the ring. Show it to the. There it is, boys.
Yeah. Another one on the way.
Let's go.